my test to make sure that everything sounds okay, looks okay, could be okay, going in the right spot, and looking okay. Am I okay? Jury's still out. Hey guys, gals, and pals! Welcome to Miss Craft's Lots Lair. I know it has been a bit. I didn't do a July update the last month and a half, or an August update actually, technically. Technically this would be September. So technically I didn't do an August update either. This is the August update. It's late. Anywho, um, the keyword for the last couple of months for me has been hyperfixation. Yay! So, I have two projects to show you. One that I'm still working on, hence the hyperfixation that's going on right now and what has been going on and off for the last month and a half, is I have the back of my rework for the Lucy Poncho done, and the front is about half done, but that's connected to skeins of yarns, so that is off camera for now. I'm hoping to have this all done and ready, set to go. I know I had said that I wanted it done, but the rewriting of this, I got it all rewritten, did the tests, my tests, and realized that my numbers were off. So I had to completely redo my numbers. And so this is actually my size that I'm going to be using for the model of, for the finished pattern, if that makes sense. So that's what I have been working on, still working on. Hopefully I will be able to show you this at the end of September, crossing fingers, and I am hoping to have the pattern out hopefully by October. I'm that close to being done that I think that I am pretty good chance. The end of October, Halloween, this should be on in my shop. The second hyperfixation that I had is, let me get it here. I finished the kitty couch. How cute. Um, but let me give you a little rundown of the craziness with this kitty couch. So um, I had gone in, started at the beginning of the pattern. As you can tell, the pattern is here. This is how I print out my patterns. But this is the pattern. You can get it on your inspirations for this kitty couch. And so I started at the beginning. And let me tell you, right now, that was probably my first mistake. So, went over, did my gauge. Gauge was perfect. Had my gauge perfect. Set a number of stitches, set a number of rows, perfect gauge. So, in my travels and road trips and just kind of day trips, I was working on the pieces in the car, on the way, measuring tape, everything was coming out seemingly okay. Get ready to seam it all together. I seamed the majority of everything together minus the bottom, so I could just slip it over the foam when I had the foam all cut and hot glued together. Got the foam cut. First off, let me just jump in here and say that this was a lifesaver when it came to cutting the foam. So I would highly recommend that if you are making a few of these or two of these, multiple, you might want to invest in this. I can't remember how much it was. I will look it up and post it somewhere on the screen here for you. But yeah, um, definitely made cutting the foam a heck of a lot faster. I had a little bit of procrastination when it came to cutting the foam because I was putting it off because I was afraid that I was A, going to mess it up, or B, it was going to take way too long and just be a mess to cut. Um, this. Within a half an hour, I had enough foam cut for 2 kitty couches. I have only made the one so far. The second one I'm going to be making over the winter while I'm in the midst of my hibernation. But that is where we were for that. So I get the so I get all of the foam cut and I hot glued it together and I went to put the cover on and y'all, it looked like a baggy sweater. Like the picture of the disaster. It looked like a baggy sweater. And I'm thinking, maybe I can live with it. Maybe I can live with it. The next day, I decided I could, in fact, not live with it. So hyperfixation Barbie kicked in again further. And for the next week and 2 days, I restitched every bit of this kitty couch. So I would highly recommend for anyone who is wanting to make this kitty couch, definitely go to page 4, cut your foam pieces, glue your foam pieces together, and stitch the pieces to your kitty couch while you have the foam couch put together in front of you so you do not make the same mistake as me, because like I said, my gauge was spot on. What happened there, I have no clue. So another thing that I was up to in this last month is my friend and I decided that we were going to go on a road trip. So we took the 3-hour trip it took to drive up to Hirschner's in Stevens Point. Yeah, this Hirschner's right here. Yeah, this one. Because they have a shop as well as the warehouse there. If you have not seen Altnot's version of when she went up there, I would recommend it. I am going to try to link it below. We will see how successful I am on that. Anywho, so we went up to Hirschner's, and it is definitely an amazing store. So if you are ever able to get there, awesome. If not, they do have their catalogs that you can sign up for on their website. I will link the website below as well. I am not sponsored by them, although I would be up for it. So that was my last yarn procurement trip of the summer, the big one, as I would say. Possibly might be going up there the end of the year. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe. But we are definitely going to be going there again sometime as soon as possible. My upcoming projects, I do have a couple of ideas for cardigans in my head that are swimming around that I am going to be writing up and working on. Wish me luck. Hopefully I am able to do that. And I have a bunch of yarn that I am going to be trying to use up in the next couple weeks here to see how far I can get for making hats. So I'm putting myself on a challenge for that one. So that's going to be coming up soon. I am planning on, now that the weather is getting colder, school's back in session and all that jazz, I am planning on getting back to full-time videos again and not just doing these monthly or bi-monthly updates as to what I'm up to and such. That is what I have been up to and what I have done and what I am doing. I hope that all are well, and I hope you all stay safe and all that jazz. And I will be here next time, hopefully here real soon, to show you what else I am going to be up to. Bye!